I procrastinate a lot. I usually do that by mindlessly browsing Instagram and Facebook for new posts and story updates, watching hours and hours of YouTube video in the name of research and inspiration. I know planning. If I'm planning something, I'm procrastinating on doing the thing by planning to do the thing. God, that's a weird way to procrastinate. So the thing is, I want to stop procrastinating, or at least take some steps towards minimalizing it, because it's just being a pain in the freaking pew. So I used my wonderful brain to come up with some good, solid, tangible, easy, practical, simple ways that I can implement in my life so that I will stop procrastinating, or at least minimalize it. So here are 5 simple, practical ways which can be used to stop procrastination. Number 1, just do it for 6 minutes. So one of the easiest ways to cure procrastination or stop procrastinating is just to go and do the thing that you want to do. But there's a problem with that. If the task is too big or gargantuous, it's hard to start doing the thing. And the best way to cure procrastination is to start doing something. Again, if the task is big, it's hard to start. So what do? You make the starting part easier. So that's why just do it for 6 minutes is a lot easier. Why 6 minutes? I don't know. Stephen King writes 6 pages every single day. I don't know. I got that number. I like number 6. So that's why 6 minutes. Just take up your phone, set up a timer for 6 minutes and do the damn task. Start doing it. And eventually, if you're kind of feeling it, you'll probably continue doing it. Or if you're not feeling it, hey, you said, hey, today I'm not actually maybe procrastinating. So today probably I just need a break or something. So yeah, just do it for 6 minutes. Number 2, do one thing every single day. So I got this idea from 2 authors. 1, Gary Keller, who wrote the book One Thing, and 2, Tim Ferriss, who wrote the book Tools of Titans. And Tim here procrastinates a lot, yet he writes New York Times best-selling books. How does he do that? Well, in his words, he sucks at efficiency, basically doing things right. But he's good on efficacy, meaning doing the right things. And that's what he does. So despite the fact Tim procrastinates, he said that, I'm not saying it, he says he procrastinates a lot and he still gets a lot of things done. And in his words, this is how he does it. So he basically takes up a piece of paper every single day, writes down 3 to 5 things that he needs to get done that day that he has been putting off, and he circles the number 1 priority item on that list. If that thing is done, everything else is easier or unnecessary. He blocks off 2 to 3 hours on his calendar and just does that thing, blocks off all distraction like social media and other stuff, and he just does that thing. And by that way, he says he gets a lot of things done. And I gotta be honest with you, I've tried that, and trust me, it works wonders, because I procrastinate a lot and I suck at efficiency. And what I do is simple. I just pick a couple of things that are right, that I should be doing, and I just do those things. And weirdly, that ups my productivity so damn high. And also, here's the problem of procrastination. You just need to make sure that you're just getting at least one right thing every single day. And you do that every other day for weeks and months and years, and time, that thing gets compounded and gives you good big results. Heck, this YouTube channel is an example of that. Number 3, eat a frog for breakfast. Whoa, what? Jesus, Kesh, what are you saying? Eat a frog? I can't eat a frog, it's disgusting. I'm a vegetarian. Well, the thing is, you don't have to eat a live frog, every morning for breakfast. The thing is, it's a metaphorical way of saying eat a frog every morning. So what that means is, you pick a task that's uncomfortable, or a big project that you need to be making progress on. You take that project or that task and do it first thing in the morning before the obligations of the day comes up, because your willpower is high in the morning and you're not distracted, the world is still sleeping, and you get your job done. So this concept is from an author called Brian Tracy, and he basically says that if you eat a live frog every single morning, technically, metaphorical frog, don't eat a frog, Jesus man, come on. If you eat a live frog every single morning, again, metaphorical frog every single morning, there could be nothing worse in that day that's more uncomfortable or weirder than the thing that you did first thing in the morning. So that's the point. If you do it first thing in the morning, you could pretty much handle everything that comes in your day. So yeah, eat a frog. Metaphorical frog, don't eat a frog. Jesus, listen to your doctors, don't eat a frog. Unless you're into that. Number 4, deep work block. So what does that mean? So basically, you block off certain times in your calendars, say like anywhere from 30 to 90 minutes, and you block off all distractions like your phones, your social media, people, anything that's going to distract you, and you just pick up one task and you do that task for that particular amount of time. And it's that simple. And weirdly, when you focus on something, not multitask, just focus on one thing and do that thing with good concentration and focus, you get that thing done a lot faster. And trust me, this one's really good advice for creative people, because mostly if you study the rituals and routines of all the greatest creative peoples in the history, they all follow a very similar pattern. They all just block off certain times in their days and they just focus on one task at a time, and they do that task without any distractions. That's what this thing called, and that's what this thing is called, deep works. But it's a term coined by the author Cal Newport, and he's written an entire book on that subject. I highly recommend you read that because it's a really good book, something that we all need to wrap our heads around, because we live in a time of social media. This is probably one of the most distracted times we are living in, meaning we are constantly being called for attention. Our attention is being grabbed in millions of different directions, and there's a problem with that thing. When our attention is so scattered in so many different directions and it's being constantly called upon, our ability to focus on a particular thing reduces. And I've noticed that a lot in my own life, and I had to recultivate my ability to just focus on one task at a time. And that's where this concept of deep work comes in. You just block off certain time, in your calendar. I personally, I'm going to block off 3 15-minute blocks from today on my calendar to do deep work, meaning no distractions, no social media, to get things done. And really, trust me, man, try this. You can get a lot of things done. Number 5, finished, not perfect. I think this is the most important idea in this whole list of ideas, because one of the reasons why procrastination exists, because of our want to make something perfect and trying to make it perfect, so that we procrastinate on starting that thing that we want to do, because we probably won't be able to make it as perfect as we want it to be. We have this ideal in our head, and when our reality doesn't meet that standard, we procrastinate on doing the thing or starting to do the thing. So one of the best ideas I've ever learned in my entire life is finish not perfect. There's a car. See, actually this is a good example. See, there's cars going around. I wanted to make this video really good. I had these great ideas to make this video very visually appealing, all these cool shots and animations and all that stuff, but hey, it didn't work out. I wanted to get this video done. It was taking too much time. I was procrastinating on wanting to make this video, and boom, today I'm done with this video. Look at this thing. It's up online on the internet. People are seeing this stuff. This thing is done. It's not perfect, but it's done and it's out there. Thank you, Jake Parker, for coining this term and coming up with this idea. Finished, not perfect, man. It's better to ship something than to perfect something. When you lose that ideal for perfection in our head and ground that perfection in reality, we solve the problem of procrastination, I think. Kesh, finished, not perfect, buddy. You remember this thing. Finished, not perfect.